Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. This is a brief tutorial on indexing for those who don't do it frequently or maybe forgotten how to go about it. So the first thing to know is that if you think you can use um, the app is obsolete. So if you still have the app on your device, on your laptop or whatever, you can delete it. It's no longer in use. So what you need to do is go into your FamilySearch.org account. This is the same account that you use for Family Search for your family tree. Um, so hopefully you still remember the login details. If you've never used it before and you're quite confused as to setting it up, feel free to contact one of your family history advisors or your family history. Now, when you signed in, you get into your home page. This is my home page, and it's the same one you use if you're going to check out your family tree. But for this, we're going over indexing. So you go into indexing, and I tend to use web indexing. You can go into overview as well, but web indexing is a bit more useful, I find. This is the page that you'll come up to. Now, this is a batch that I had opened up previously, and I come away from it. You can do that, but it only saves for about a week. So if you don't come back to it, it'll just get sent back, and you won't be able to finish it. You won't get any credit for it. On this page, you've also got your progress. If you set any goals, you can also it'll tell you where you're at. I was setting a goal for 10 a month, and I'm at 156 for this month. It also tells you the groups that you're in. Here, what you want to do is, if you've never logged in before, you'll see an option, and it'll be like a guided tour, so you can click through that. If you've done it before, maybe you've forgotten, you go into Find Batches. Here on the left hand side, you've got your beginning, intermediate, advanced, depending on which options you want. If you choose beginning, and then you search, you'll bring up the different batches that you have, and there's lots of different kinds of batches. And even sometimes you'll get some, these are naturalization records, you'll get naturalization records that are different kinds. Most of these will be the same. If you get ones for a different state, then you might find that they're different. All of the ones will ask for the same information, but it won't always be in there. So I'm going to go and look at the Louisiana death certificates. I'm going to click on index. If you saw there was also review. That's only for people who have indexed over 1,000 records. So if you've not done that, then don't worry about that for now. The first thing to know is it's going to come up and it's going to ask you, should it be indexed? Here on the left, and it shows you the image. And so, should this be indexed? Really, if you're not sure what this means, you've got a little question mark here you can click, and it gives you instructions of what it is that you are to write or not write if it's not an option. Here you can choose no. It might be duplicate image, so you might come to the second one, it might be the same as the first. Or it might be no extractable data or data, so therefore meaning that there's nothing that you can pull from it. You can't get any information. It might be too blurry. It might be blank. There's nothing you can pull for it. If you can't read it, because maybe it's this kind of cursive writing, that's not the same thing. So it should be indexed. Should that and that. Here it looks like somebody's actually already started it and given up. So, for example, this batch certificate number, so 730. Again, the certificate number, it'll tell you where you can generally find it, and that help button. If there's nothing there and you can't see it, then you just do Control B or Command B if you're on an Apple device, and that will blank it like it's done here. And then you just fill out the information, and you go through, fill it out, and then it'll ask you. So you can see here you've got image 1 of 3, because down here we've got 3 images. But then in each image, in this option, or in this batch, you've got 4 possible entries. And you can see there's one, this would be another one, but somebody's put something over it. 2 and 3. So there's going to be 3. And then what will end up happening is on the 4th one, because I won't be able to put anything, I will go to this bin up here and delete the current entry. You can always add entries as well at the end if you have done that by accident. And then you're going to the next image and click next image here. There's a create entry, as I was saying. And you can go into the next image, and then you do the same thing. Sometimes there'll only be 2, so you might have to delete 2 of them, or add them. If there's 6, you might have to add them. You go the same. And then when you're all done, one of the options at the bottom will be submit project. And once you've submitted, oh, there we go, submit batch. So once you've submitted it, it's done. If you find that you need to come away, you can always hit this button here. Just before I'll do that, sometimes you're not sure what a letter is. You see this little pen up here. If you click it, it gives you the letter and gives you some ways that they were written. So you can try and compare the ways that it was written to examples of those letters. You can also look and see if there's ones, I would say that's an S. If you weren't sure, if you can see that's Spain, if you find another S and you know that's an S, you can kind of judge it based on what they've written before. So as I said, if you need to come away from it, or if you don't like the record, if you feel like you can't do it, you hit this arrow back here, goes back, and then you can go into it. You can hit manage and then select it, and you can return it. I won't return it because I'll probably come back to that, but that's just a brief kind of example of indexing for you.